We have arrived at the predictably ridiculous situation in Britain that we have people who are here who claim they're here because they're frightened of being exterminated by Hamas. And they're on the streets protesting in support of Hamas. If you ever needed clearer indication that it's all a scam, it's all done to get rid of traditional values in traditional countries, and you can talk all you want to about colonialism and everything else, where I think we took things to those countries. I'm pretty sure we did. And what did we get back? Well, people losing their heads and limbs and things. Yeah, not so good, eh? Not a very good swap. So, until we start getting, the things back that we gave them, that's possibly not such a good idea. However, the question still stands. Why are certain people in this country? It's clearly to undermine the country. We have a mayor of London who is absolutely the opposite of everything that is British and is undermining everything that is British, which is fairness, decency, cooperation, everything you can imagine. And we have a leader of the country who's actually unelected. And I think, was he the fifth leader we've had or something for that ridiculous party? It's a scam. The whole thing is a scam. You can call it Rothschilds, you can call it WEF, you can call it whatever the hell you want. It's clear that the WHO and the WEF in May, and 26 and all that rubbish, the Great Reset, which we're not allowed to talk about, is the actual destruction of humanity. That's what it is. Forget piddling around the edges. It is at the point where they really do just want 200, Calgary Plan and everything else. They really do just want 200,000 people left. You've got Zuckerberg in his little bunker, on his island. And you go, would you really want to be on a planet with Zuckerberg? You do know what Facebook was for. I told people on a course yesterday, you do know why Facebook was invented, don't you? And they were all utterly astounded when I said it was a bunch of college kids that were showing, women's bits. That's what it was for, just to swap pictures around. And then surprisingly, about a third of the people in that group said, "Oh, we stopped using Facebook." I was really surprised at that. So that's a positive bit of news, at least. At least people are kind of waking up. However, it is pretty obvious that the reason that they now want the reset, and I'm pretty sure it's happened before in other cultures, that they're finding hidden things all over the place. And you think, wow, how come everything just ended? The difference now is we have electronic media, we have things flying around in space, not getting too technical about it. And we're at a stage now where we didn't have those things in Egyptian times. So now we have the absolute abilities that we never had before to do an awful lot more. So if you were to reset, and believe me, I'm all for a reset. Can we get all the buggers out of Britain, please, and just reset it to Britain? And reset those countries to their countries. I'm all for that. Read something this morning, and it said all these trees in Africa replacing the savannah is a bad thing because it's stopping the savannah. Well, the ecosystem will just change, probably for the better. But yeah, they want you to stop planting trees. Yeah. So on the one hand, they're kicking off because you're cutting them down in the Amazon, but they don't want them in Africa. You look at a satellite picture from space. Africa is really green at the moment. Fantastic. The exact opposite of what their plan is, because they want to kill us all, which we're not really allowed to talk about, are we? It's coming, and really we need to be kicking back on this. I don't really know how we're going to do it, but if anyone thinks Labour getting in, oh my God, that is just going to be the worst thing ever. I remember Labour, I remember 3-day a week, I remember no bread, no sugar, cars that were just rubbish, 3-day education at school. Labour is an absolute, and they started all of this stuff as well about people coming in. Labour will be the biggest, if you think the Tories are bad, Labour will be the biggest disaster ever for this country.